Gentlemen, we're back here again.
Again.
Yeah, to talk about the Old Guard.
Oh, yeah.
We watched the Old Guard, right? I think
We
it's
watched
2
the Old
weeks,
Guard.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and we made a complete reaction video to the Old Guard, and we will put it out there.
Yeah,
And we will make it so that you can synchronize the movie with our reaction video and watch it with us.
yeah. So
And
the
see
Old
what
Guard
it's
is a
like.
movie that was released in 2020.
Yeah, that surprised me
Yeah.
actually because it in on Netflix it said like the new movie.
Yeah, but I think it was directly streamed and
Have you heard anything
in theater? No.
Nothing.
No, it was just
Cinemas.
streamed.
I
And
mean, I don't know with the American audience like how it was in America or some overseas, anywhere, England, America. I don't care. In Germany, there was no. In Berlin,
nothing
never
about
heard
the Old
nothing
Guard.
about
And the
the
second
Old
one is
Guard.
coming. I don't know when, but the first one was, I think the budget was 70 million, and the director is a woman, an African American. She's Gina Bythewood, and I think, she is
70 million.
Yeah.
70.
70 million, and
Wow.
I don't know, but I don't know if it's that big, but
I think most of that was left in Morocco, maybe, because they got,
the movie,
yeah, most of the. I mean, it's definitely it must
they
be
should-
very expensive to ship everything and everyone.
people, the logistics, and
Yeah.
the salary of the actors, all those things. Yes, the cameras are very expensive. Those
the whole
cams,
equipment.
those
everything.
cams cost a lot of money, man.
and they did a lot of stunt things.
Yeah.
there as well.
You need the
yeah.
choreographers for the
Yeah.
fight scenes, and actually it's a movie about mercenaries who have that ability to
Oh, yeah.
regenerate.
Let's
And-
talk about
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about the movie.
Regenerate.
Spoiler alert, guys! If you haven't watched the movie, watch the movie with us first, and then come back, and we will tell you
Yeah.
what's
So
going on.
yeah. So now is mercenaries, and they have this ability to regenerate. If someone got wounded and got shot,
Yeah, not just regenerate; they don't die. They are immortal, except for
kind of. Yeah, but
Some just
because,
die,
and
and they don't even know why. They themselves they don't know why they die.
yeah,
but
in the movie,
sometimes they die.
yeah, in the movie they should have. I mean,
500 years later.
yeah. Okay, you know what? That's the reason. What maybe in the next movie they will explain everything.
I can
but-
tell you why, but
Why?
That's-
Why? What? They can.
Because-
They have the ability to regenerate, or
no,
what?
because they why they die.
Why they would die?
Yeah,
But I believe that if they would die for the woman, I mean, I don't know why should they die. I mean, if you've been living for 200 years, I think the leader and the woman played by Charlize Theron, Charlize Theron. I don't know I think it's Charlize Theron and
I heard as well. Carlisle.
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 No, it's Charlize. Said Z at the end, so it can't be Carlisle.
No, I don't know if you pronounce it.
Yeah, Charlize.
There are a
Charlize
lot
Theron. Charlize Theron. Anyway, it's not important. And you have she's the leader of this the Old Guard. You have Nile, the young woman who was in the army.
Captain.
Yeah, the captain. You have Nile, who is the young lady who was in the army. And you have Booker. Booker is this guy at the end who will betray the group. And but it will be punished. I think 100 years loneliness because he betrayed the group. He tried to sell.
Well, 100 years he
of
can't
loneliness.
be with
With the Old Guard. Yes, he will be alone. So.
Yeah.
And during the movie, actually, it is about to capture them, those mercenaries, by a CEO who is running a pharmaceutical business. I think his name is Merrick or something like that.
Yeah.
He tried to capture those guys so that he can really torture them and kind of take this. I mean, to decode what's going on in their bodies.
He wants to find out why they are immortal and why they regenerate, and he wants to do something like a life. He wants to live, to find something to live longer, like for everybody.
Yeah, kind of find something that will help the humanity or something like that. But really, his idea is really to torture them, to really take everything from those people. And but it will not succeed because one of them, the young lady Nile, will come back and will save them. And but something I was really disappointed is that the fight scene. I mean, at the end, we have a guy who is, his name is Joe Answer. I mean, that guy got a fight scene with Jason Bourne in the bathroom. I mean, this guy is a good martial artist. I was like, in this movie, they didn't really use that guy martial arts abilities, and I was kind of disappointed. And also.
Why? Because he didn't get enough like fight scene time.
Or maybe time. Kind of. Not a lot of time. Sometimes, okay, he played the role, but maybe he will show up again in the second, but I don't know. But
yeah, but I think it depends a little bit on the choreographer as well, because like either you really like in Jason Bourne, you've got this, there weren't a lot of fight scenes, but the fight scenes that they showed, they were really intense, and they were really, going on.
Yeah, because he's good. So the guy is also a choreographer. So he knows how to organize a fight, how to.
Maybe he did a lot more organizing and.
Yeah, maybe behind the scene. Yeah, he made a lot, and but they should have shown. I mean, that woman appeared at the end. I don't know, her name is Queen or Quan, part of the mercenary. So the end is like she showed up in the room of Booker, who is punished because of the fact that he wanted to betray the group. And I don't know how it's going to happen, but maybe they're going to be a couple. They would have some children together. And those children maybe will keep going with.
So now you're talking about the second, like what the second.
That's for another video, but
yeah.
But the thing is that we don't know where they come from in that movie. I mean, you don't really understand where they come from.
Where she came from, like this at the end, which they.
I know, because
where she appeared,
she got drawn in that kind of coffin. She got drawn.
Let me just explain first a little bit, like the commander. What's her name again in the film?
Andy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had a girlfriend like ages ago.
It was her girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were like, I think they were a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was like in the Middle Ages or like hundreds or 1,000 years ago or something like that. And then they were like, they were hunted by people.
Yeah.
They were always like, going from one war to another, and just were like soldiers, like mercenaries, and then they were like, there was an incident and they were hunted and captured, and this one girl, Andy, somehow got away, and her girlfriend, she was put in a
coffin, right?
In a coffin, but it was like a metal coffin, and the front was open, like a sarcophagus kind of thing. And first, when they were catched, they were laughing like, "What you want to do? You can't kill us anyway." But then they put her in this sarcophagus and went out to sea.
Yeah.
And just dropped her somewhere.
That she got drowned, yeah.
She drowned, and for like ages or hundreds of years,
She had been drowning.
She has been drowning. Like she drowned and woke up again, and drowned again and woke up again. So what they showed in this little sequence in the film that must have been excruciating.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Being there
Like,
during years.
being there
Under the sea.
centuries under
Drowning.
the sea. Drowning
damn
all the
it.
time. So
I want to try it.
yeah.
Yeah, gonna be there during 100 years.
Yeah, and that was a story she told someone, and that was like then at the end of the movie, this woman, her
Yeah, showed up.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
she appears again.
Yeah.
In this last scene with this guy.
Booker, yeah.
With Booker, yeah, and that was like a key moment, but it was a little bit like anyway. The last 5 minutes were like, "Hello, we are making
Yeah, the sequel is
A
coming.
sequel- a
The
sequel
sequel is
is coming.
coming.
The
You
sequel
know,
is coming.
we can't leave you that way.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think to me, I mean, I like the movie, and the fight scenes were quite good. I believe
fight scenes were good." Yeah,
were good, and I think without those fight scenes, the movie will be.
there was like naturally like it's a little bit like a fighting. It's a martial arts movie kind
think
of
so?
thing. Yeah, but because they are going, they use a lot of weapons as well, but they use like swords and battle
Yeah,
axes
sure,
and
sure.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it's really, like it's man-to-man combat. A lot of combat scenes, not just shooting from far away or something like that. So it's a fighting, it's an action movie, fighting movie.
Yeah.
And it's that's a good quality of the movie. That's a good part.
Sure.
That's really it's nice to see, and it's really, they made it really good.
Yeah, I mean
A
the
lot of-
the director did a good job. But I think she would not be back for the for the sequel.
Yeah.
I think another woman would take over and for the sequel. But anyway, there is a couple. I mean, the two guys. We have Andy. We know a little bit about her past when it comes to love, but we didn't have the past when it comes to talking about relationship, loving the relationship. We don't. Did you hear about Nile? I mean, the black girl. I mean, they didn't mention her kind of loving past, or she was in the army and then she got
No, they didn't.
her throat cut, and then she got regenerated, but there was not. They mentioned something about her family. I think her father, but nothing about her lover or something like that. And
actually, they mentioned the opposite, that she has no. The only one she's leaving behind, because at the moment, at the moment she joins this group, the the X Force.
Yeah.
The moment she joins them, they tell her she has to leave everyone behind, and what
But
they
she had a
mention-
family.
Only her family.
Who? That's what I
like-
know.
that's-
Father and maybe
That's
mother.
that's what I said. Like, there's no boyfriend or something.
Yeah,
There's
that's why I
only
was.
the family,
I was like, okay, they didn't mention it. For Andy, the leader, okay, with that girl who got drawn. For years, kind of. I think she was her girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then we have this couple, the two guys. I don't know.
this gay couple.
Yeah, gay couple, and for Booker.
That's, I think, a nice story as well. It's real authentic, and it's just there.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Sure,
And
and
that's
then
good.
so they mention. They try to bring this love. Love aspect of the movie. This couple for Andy also. Okay, she during the movie she kind of appeared. She was like kind of lonely when she was. Thinking about her. Her friend. I think her girlfriend, and I think it's not easy for her. But I believe that maybe she will be more happy when she will hear that she's back again. Maybe I don't know, back again. But it
Yeah.
was in the past. I know. I mean,
Well,
during
first of all, yeah, it was in the past. Then Andy, at the end. Now this is a real spoiler. I think she will die.
Andy,
Yeah, because she's mortal.
she's mortal now. She's bleeding. And
She's
she's
bleeding.
Not, yeah,
She's mortal.
she's not
So,
regenerating.
yeah. So this is one thing, and we will keep the possibilities for
For the next video.
For the next,
Yeah.
yeah. We will make
Where we're gonna
another-
be a little bit
Yeah.
crazy about what can happen. Yeah.
what will happen.
Okay, but
Yeah.
yeah. And
So, but yeah, there's one thing about the movie. Like there are several good things. One thing that really disturbed me in the movie was that there were a lot of, lot of situations, a lot of things about copied from the Highlander. Do you know the movie
Highlander?
Highlander? Yeah.
there are a lot of, I think there is series.
Yeah,
and
but
the
there's
movie,
this one, the first Highlander movie with
The French,
yeah, what's his name?
the
again?
French guy,
Yeah,
Christophe
Christopher Lambert.
Lambert, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Christopher Lambert.
And then there is a kind of series with another guy,
Yeah.
and then
That's all. The rest is I don't know. There was like a sequel to that as well and stuff, and even with Christopher Lambert. But
Okay.
I don't know. Like, but the first film, The Highlander, that was a movie when that one came out. It was really something.
yeah, because maybe at that time it was a kind of
music.
first movie in
Yeah.
that kind of genre with the people who don't die or who live forever.
Yeah. Who Wants to Live Forever? That was like the Queen, the music from Queen, like Who Wants to Live Forever, and that was really something amazing because when you saw it, it's like when you look at the film, you think, like living forever is a good thing because you can do whatever you want and nobody can kill you and you can get
But at the end
all
it
the
becomes
money and everything. But what he explains or what you can watch in the film is like what he experiences over the time, over the years, losing people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the music sets in Who Wants to Live Forever. That's like where you get this revelation that living forever isn't gonna do anything to you. And it's a moment that you have in this film, and it's really
Yeah, you
good.
mean in the Old Guard, right? Or
No, in this
Highlander.
Highlander. And I had the feeling that they tried to copy this situation in the Old Guard, and they didn't really succeed.
Okay.
With, showing that, because like when I look at the Old Guard, I think, well, it's like, why not? It's fun. You've got
It's
a bunch of
entertaining.
people there, and of course, people die.
Yeah.
People die anyway. So, what the?
Yeah.
So that was a little bit like
So-
either they didn't really want to, create the situation in the Old Guard, or they were like. But I had the feeling that they tried to copy this situation into the Old Guard, but they didn't really
succeed.
yeah.
Okay. So that's what
That-
is disturbing you. The
That's-
fact that they tried to copy
Yeah,
and didn't work out.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of good things in the Old Guard, but that was one thing where I thought,
Yeah, of course. No movie is really perfect. So
Yeah.
is everybody can watch it, but and say, "Oh man, I like it or don't like it." The Old Guard. Oh, I mean, for me, generally entertaining. So
it's definitely
And,
good entertainment.
sure.
Yeah.
So I think they want to put also really that love aspect. Maybe I don't know if they have it in the Highlander too.
Yeah, sure.
They have it.
Oh, yeah.
So okay, like you living, you losing people, and with time it becomes kind of heavy. Like you live for longer, you see all your family going, and
Yeah,
you're
this
there. And I believe I don't want to be in
Absolutely.
that position, man. Like You live until 300 years. Everybody's gone, and you stay there. Yeah. What's the
there's
point,
this
man?
situation. He falls, or there's this woman, and they fall in love, and he's like, when he starts explaining what's happening to him, or what kind of person he is, that he's indestructible, that he will live on forever, and he will see her getting old,
Yeah.
and himself being the same,
That's
and
damn.
stuff like that. Yeah, and then he told her about a woman that he knew who got old beside him, and that's very disturbing.
So you are
stuff like
30 and you have your woman she's like 60, 70.
Yeah.
Damn.
and is getting older and dies
Damn.
eventually.
In front of you.
Yeah.
Damn. If
And
you
you're
take another
still-
one, it will be the same. You take another one and so on. Man, damn it. What
Yeah.
can stop it? Andy is bleeding. Andy, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So yeah.
And she's the only one bleeding.
Yeah.
The other people are still kind of.
They are going to survive.
Yeah. So that's it really for the old guard.
Yeah.
So for Nile, I don't know if they have. I can play the guy who can be a friend in the sequel.
Friend.
Yeah.
For which one? For Andy or what?
For Nile.
For Nile.
I mean, I was
Okay.
like, so.
Now.
So for the producer, I'm here. I can play. Ladies and gentlemen, we talk about the old guard, man. Comment
Yeah.
below if you like the movie. If you didn't, comment below, like the video, and see you next time for another
Thanks for watching.
Subscribe, because this year 20,000, we have to reach 20,000, right? Let's go.